As I've Hollywood, just as the wrinkles of Hollywood. La la la. Who's to Hollywood?
Is that you, Oscar? Oscar,
Hello,
Oscar, Oscar, Oscar.
Oscar
What a wonderful
Wiener.
night for Oscar.
If Oscar
I'll tell you, one of the best openings of the Oscars was Liza Minnelli singing that song, Oscar, Oscar, that they wrote, I think, just for her, for that. Unless it was for Oscar the Grouch. I don't know anymore. B Scoop, how are you on this Sunday? It's Oscar Sunday.
Yes.
I'd love to have an Oscar Sunday.
Yeah. An
Right,
Oscar Wiener.
right between a Fernando sandwich. I don't know. But I'm looking for my headphones. Can you hear that?
We can hear it. It's satisfying. Don't they say that's satisfying?
Oh, it's so satisfying. Everybody, thanks for joining us. We have so many new listeners, B Scoop, from all around the world.
Tell
They're
me about it.
finding us through the 24/7 live stream over there on Twitch. It's unbelievable.
Whoa.
I mean, we've
Really?
got like 2 and 3 viewers over there.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's the place to be, as they say.
we may even hit double digits on this Oscar Sunday.
Or 7. The whole number.
Oh God.
7 million.
Oh,
Again.
I just told B Scoop before we came on, I'm stuffing my face with turkey burgers. Honest to God, I had to stop myself from cooking
Also
the
known
other
as the
two.
Mitch McConnells. Or the Dank Damas.
I just put my headphones in. Oh, plus I'm also drinking the
Oh, we
baby
drink-
aspirin flavored
Wow.
Coca-Cola, the orange cream,
Oh, is that what they're calling it now?
and it's got caffeine and plenty of chemicals. So I'm gonna be flying.
Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going.
I
Wasn't
had 2 bananas too. Does that count for anything?
I think so. One for each leg. It grows the third leg, as they say.
I went over to our live stream over at twitch.tv/the scoop.
Yeah.
Oh no, the B Scoop. And I changed the background to gold
Ooh.
in honor of the Oscars. There's a nice gold.
And I put up a thing on Instagram. I said,
Oh, excuse me.
now live 24/7.
Oh, that's great. Oh yeah, what was I going to ask you? Those little videos that you make. I think I have a couple of them, but I could. Excuse me, I'm burping up the burger. Oh, it was delicious second time around. I can put those in between the shows. I think I have 4 shows running, and I put a few little shorts in between. Let's see, 1, 2.
Now, how many do you want to have at one time in rotation for a 24/7 period? You think? I think.
Well, I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I'd say 4 or 5 at a time is fine because you're looking at a 24-hour window, 7 days a week.
Yeah, and I mean, it just so happened that the last few that we did were so funny that you know.
They just keep getting better and better and better. It's like everything else in life.
Yeah.
It either gets worse or better. And both extremes are just going and going and going and going.
And going and going and going.
Going.
So yeah, I put these little.
So I'm nominating you for Best Oscar.
Oh my God! I'm so happy to be nominated.
Congratulations.
Oh my God!
Best
Thank you,
voice.
everybody. This is the dream of my life. Can I tell you something, B Scoop?
No.
When I thank you, everybody. Thank you. Oh, when I was in high school. Thank you. Yes, I did go to school.
Right.
I had to, I don't even know what the heck it was. It was sort of an end of the year. I think I was a senior. It was like the end of the school year and the end of my high school career, but there was some sort of assembly and I was the master of ceremonies. And I kept saying, I'd like to thank everybody for being here tonight. But of course, it was like the afternoon, and they kept saying they kept saying they said it's the afternoon or the morning, whatever it was. And I said on the second time when I said it, thank you everybody this evening, and they screamed it's the morning. I said, well, I feel like I'm at the Academy Awards, and I
Yeah.
got a big laugh.
Oh, you did.
I got a big laugh in high school. I also won something like the best actor award or something. I don't know what
Oh,
it was.
wow.
Yeah, I was something. I don't know what I was, but obviously it didn't pan out. Look where I am.
Well, a round of applause at least.
Thank you. Let me have some more Coke Zero.
So, who do you think will win for Best Actor? Adrian Brody for The Brutalists.
What are the other nominees?
We have Timothy Chalamet for A Complete Unknown.
I did see that. Yeah.
I did not see that one. Coleman Domingo for Sing Sing.
Oh.
Ralph Fiennes for Conclave. Ooh.
Mm.
And then we have
Oh, is that the?
Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice.
Oh, jeez.
Who's
The
everyone going to
last
go with?
two.
Leave your. So is it going to be Adrian Brody, Timothy Chalamet,
Yeah.
Coleman Domingo, Ralph Fiennes, or Fine, however you say his name, Sebastian Stan? Gee, it might be Ralph.
Could be.
That's going to be a tough one.
That is a tough one, I gotta say. And I did see The Apprentice, and I did see Conclave.
Yeah,
And
I saw Conclave. Yeah.
what was the other one? Oh, A Complete Unknown. I saw 3 out of the 5. I
What
know
was
Adrian Brody's work. I've seen some clips. I was just
Yeah.
watching a thing, and people have compared it. It is similar to the other movie he did, where he did win the Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when he bent Halle Berry over and kissed her on the lips? Oh, it says you've paused. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank B Scoop for hosting us tonight on Oscar Sunday. Thank you. Where'd you go there for a minute? You slipped out?
It's called the old 1 and 2. The old dip of whipsy.
The old 1 and 2.
The old 1 and 2, whatever the 1 and 2 is.
A 1 and a 2
Two.
and a
And a
1
bing,
and
bing,
a
bing.
2.
Gee, who do you think is going to take Best Actress? Cynthia Erivo for Wicked?
Oh, yeah, I hope so, but who else?
I don't know. What about Carla Sofia for Emily Perez?
Oh, definitely not. No.
Okay. No,
Because, you
that's
know, she
wrong.
had a lot of controversy, which I only
Really?
know bits and pieces, but I don't think she's on the Academy's list of, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, wow. All right. 3 more to go. Mikey
Just
Madison,
pulled the earphones out of my ears. Go ahead.
Demi Moore,
That's a big possibility.
big one, or Fernanda Torres.
Oh, God.
I don't know. I'll go with Mikey Madison or Demi Moore.
I'm going to say Cynthia Erivo or Demi Moore.
Yeah. Oh, all right. So we
And I
can't.
did
All
see
right.
The Substance. Did you see it?
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
I
I
think
mean, I loved
I'll
it.
take Demi Moore. I think I'm going to take Demi Moore for 200, Alex.
Oh, okay. Oh. You know, I've got a million chords, but of course none of them work when I'm on the road. I mean, it's outrageous, I'm telling you. I was plugging in cords. I thought I was going to have to walk back to my car, which is like 3 blocks away at the church parking lot. Oh, oh God. I didn't get to sleep till like, must have been 4 o'clock, maybe even
9
later.
a.m.
I was up late, out and about. I told you.
Yeah.
You went live before I even saw. I sent the message, and I went, "Whoa, whoa! Let me juggle this. Whoa!" yeah.
I know.
Let's see if I have any.
The heck?
Why are there Christmas things popping up?
What? You got to get ready. 6 months. You know? Oh, wow. This track's on overload. They're going to have to add more with me.
I would come on camera, but I've got this crazy little. I don't know what it is on my nose. I guess it's a little pimple or something. I don't
It's
know.
okay. But yeah, I know. I guess I'm excited for the Oscars. I don't know. Will Will Slap you be there?
He's banned for 10 years. So I don't think so, but
Ah, that's too bad.
anything's possible on Oscar night.
Oscar night, Oscar Wiener night.
Now I've lost. I'll tell you, they keep moving things around on this tic-tac-toe.
Ticky tack. What about the TikTok shop?
Oh, it's one of my favorite shops. Did I ever tell you that I
What?
had the best experience on the TikTok shop?
No.
Oh my God, B Scoop. When I was, you're not going to find curtains like this.
Curtains like that.
And you're not going to find an Oval Office like this, like a puppet.
No. No.
I mean, I was on the TikTok shop and I was shopping and I said to myself, I said, oh my God, there are bargains on here. You're not going to find bargains like this. I said, do you like that picture of,
Did you see the AI somebody did and they start fighting, like physically fighting? And
well,
it's like,
I took a screenshot from one of those. I think this is a video, but, oh no, yeah, right. Yeah, they're
yeah, it's a
fighting. Yeah,
video.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a fight.
But I took some screenshots of Trump crying and all that from the videos because I want to put them in my collage of
Oh,
pictures.
yeah. And
You
you have it
know,
up and running on your channel on YouTube.
no, you mean the 24-hour stream?
Yeah.
I thought about that, and I'm not sure. I'm not
Nice
sure.
to have one home, probably.
Well, maybe that. Yeah, I was thinking about Instagram. I was thinking of doing it for a little bit, maybe on Instagram or maybe even for a short time on my YouTube. I wasn't sure because those were good shows, and I thought, oh yeah, you know what? They're on the stream, but usually I do put them on YouTube, but I haven't been.
Mm.
Because it's a lot to juggle. I mean, you can see how this can get out of control real quick with different
Oh, yeah.
shows and different days, and
Yeah.
you know,
I've
um,
noticed because I go,
yeah,
wait a minute. What?
yeah.
Yeah.
When did we do that, and
Right.
what day was it, and did we post it? Did we
It's
download it? Did you send it to the Dropbox?
like, wait a
Did you
minute.
do it? Did I do it?
Did I
I
do it? Did
mean,
you do it? Did
I
you?
even I even confused myself, which is rare
Yeah.
on Dropbox. I confused myself.
Oh, really?
Because I was going crazy. I said, I know I have these shows. I know you sent them or whatever, wherever I put
Yeah.
them. And there's like a third folder. It's a subfolder.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I really got to take a break here. I gotta organize this so I know where things are. So one of them, I changed the name. I don't even know if you've seen this, but it says something like Lucky's B Scoop shared folder. So I could keep.
Yes.
Oh, what was that? Oh God, that went right to my core. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, so Dropbox is now I know there's another extra
Oh,
secret little place,
drop
which
it
is
in.
nice. Um, where's my water? Oh God.
We
So it's a lovely Sunday here in New England.
a lovely day, sunny, cold,
Sunny,
freezing,
cold,
blistery.
and everybody's excited for the Oscars.
Yes, I think so.
I told you this before on a stream, but I think it's worth repeating that
What?
I did actually hold in my hands an actual Oscar, and they're very heavy.
Yeah.
Oops. I slipped out for a second.
You did the one too.
This phone, whenever you tap it, I have it set up for like 3 taps to get the magnifying glass.
That's what I mean.
And I just put it down on the table to open my water and it went to the magnifying. I didn't even tap it.
Oh,
So I held a beautiful Oscar. They're much heavier than you think they are.
I can't imagine. I mean, it must be just whoa.
And what else was I going to tell you about Oscars? Oh, in the movies here in Southie, when they were filming Good Will Hunting, I was an
Right.
extra. Did I ever tell you that?
No.
I was an extra down at the L Street bar room
Wow.
where they filmed. And of
Yeah.
course, we didn't know who Ben Affleck and Matt Damon were at the time, but they
No.
were standing right next to me. And
Wow.
yeah, I mean, I wasn't in the final cut. My mother claims she saw like the back of my head or a strand of my hair, But they
That's
had
me.
that's by Paul.
That's him. Here he is.
Oh yeah, Mama, I made it. I made it. But let me tell you, the experience was interesting. Do you remember when they were filming in Southie for Good Will
Yes.
Hunting? So I don't know how I was, I did some acting, and so I was on all these lists for casting directors and whatever. So they said, go down to L Street, and yeah, they gave us a few bucks. I forget what it
Oh
was,
yeah.
but they put us all in green, of course,
Yeah.
Irish green in the bar, all shades
Mhm.
of green. And we were there all day. They gave us lunch. We were in the bar room. We had to record the scene many times. And I'm going to tell you, this is the absolute truth. And when I become really famous, I'm going to find this footage because the director saw my angelic Irish round fat head
Oh.
and said, I want to do something with you. And he took me. It was one of those shots where the camera follows you into the scene, and it was right on me. And they followed me into the bar. Can you imagine this? Of course, none of this is in the film. But I was like,
Yes.
oh, I made it. I made it.
You said you made it. I made it.
I made it, Mama.
I
And I
made it,
helped.
mama.
So that's my
I
claim to
made
fame.
it. Is me.
I guess you're not impressed with my brush with greatness at the L Street Tavern.
I'm very impressed. I was in, yeah, I did that. I forget the name of the movie. It was with John Travolta. It was based on a true story. It's a whole day affair. About the thinking
What
thing.
movie was it?
I don't know. I forget the name of it. It was a true story, though, based off of some town that got really sick, and
Oh,
it was based. The water was dirty or something. I don't know. People died and kids got.
and they filmed it here in
Yeah,
Boston?
in Massachusetts, and then there was a scene at Fenway, and it was the middle of winter, and we were supposed to all pretend it was a sunny, bright day in summer, and you had to wear shorts and short sleeves and freeze your. Yeah, I
What
did
did you? What did you said? You froze something off there. I didn't
Yeah,
quite
all
hear
of
it. All of it
all of it
off.
off.
All of it. Oh my.
But yeah,
Oh.
I went up and down those stairs. I don't know how many times just
Oh
to find
yeah.
out the scene gets cut out.
Well, that's the interesting part, right?
Unbelievable! I
We
said,
do
what
all
a
this
time
work.
waster.
Oh, is this what I
All
was
that
looking
money
for?
lost. I'm thinking, it's ridiculous.
Well, it was like I was telling you before,
It's fun.
about broadcasting, my radio experience. You sit down with somebody to do an interview for 45 minutes, but it's only like an 8 or 10 minute segment.
Right.
So you got to cut, and that's kind
People don't
of,
realize.
well, that's it. Because when you have your script and your director has a vision and they want to do this film this way and film these scenes, then you do all that. Then you get to
Right.
the editing room and you say, oh, wait a minute, we don't need that. It doesn't make sense for this because we did that and then we did this.
Yeah. They find a way to cut it down.
Yeah.
So it's exactly where they'd want it to be. That's what kind of happened with Wicked, though. Luckily, the director won on that argument. The studio didn't want two films,
No, I know.
but I'm glad there are two movies. But they shouldn't wait a whole year, I don't think.
It's a tough one.
But that's
They're
okay.
not really particularly happy
Oh,
with the direction of the economy,
what
which
is
is obviously
that?
something Trump ran on. And we saw it in
I
the
don't
Where
data
is
know.
that
coming from the
coming
Michigan
from?
Consumer
From you,
Index
I
this
know, but
last
where?
week. Voters are more
I have no
pessimistic now
clue.
about the economy
Oh,
than they
hold
have been.
on. Jeez Louise. Get rid of that. I was trying to find something else here. Is this it?
Ta-da-da.
Oh, oh.
Wasn't that great last night? All those wonderful people that came in.
Was that last night? I'm trying to find Oscar.
Yeah. So oh, you're trying to find Oscar? There it is.
Everybody loves Oscar.
What if Liza Minnelli is wheeled down the aisle?
Again? Oh, gosh. Again? No.
But this time she's in a wheelchair.
She was in a wheelchair the last time.
I know, but this time kicking at least looks like her legs are kicking or something.
Oh, poor Liza.
I think it would be a
How old
roller.
is she now? 70? Alexa, how old is Liza Minnelli?
Liza Minnelli is 78 years
I
old.
think her birthday's in March,
She's
actually.
rough for
She's going to be.
78.
Oh, yeah. Well, she's had a hard life.
Oh, yeah. It's a hard hour.
She's going to be 79, I think, this month.
Wow.
God bless her.
Her screen.
Are you rooting for anybody in particular tonight?
Not really. I mean, I hope Wicked finally will win something.
Me too.
No.
Well, I know you're also a big Vladimir Putin fan, so what did that...
Yes. Well, you know, me and him go way back.
Oh!
Dated for a while.
Oh!
He was too possessive for me. He wanted everything.
Oh, he was a control freak, was he?
Yeah, he was a total control freak. You know, and then he ended up cheating on me with somebody by the name of Don or Donnie. I don't know who it
Donna.
Donna or somebody. And I said,
the
you know what? I'm more than this.
It's more than you. It is more than me. Effie, we are a family.
Imagine if Wicked wins Best Picture.
I think it's a strong contender, I gotta say. I do.
I think they're going to open up the show too.
The Academy loves
Just
musicals.
drops a big gas bomb. Yeah.
In the history of the Academy Awards,
you're
musicals, even, Chicago and current decades, and last current decades, musicals always have a soft spot with the Academy voters. But times change, the Academy changes, the generations change. So I think it's really up in the air this time, which is
I know.
interesting.
Do you think they should have a big opening number, or do you think they should just get on with the show and do like first?
I like a big opening number, I gotta say.
Yeah, I know.
So is that why you were thinking of Liza? I played a little bit of the clip.
Yeah,
but it
I'm
doesn't
thinking,
really come
what if they
through.
pull like a big dance number or something, but it's Liza in a wheelchair just getting tossed around?
They pull a Minnelli.
Yeah, they pull a Minnelli, and she doesn't even have to do anything. Just toss her around in the wheelchair on the stage.
Yeah. Well, toward the end of her touring, they actually did that.
But let me tell you something. I can see it because it's not only very camp, it would be a riot. Talk about ratings and talk about screen grabs as far as a screen catcher and get it right out to social media.
Oh, for sure. I'm with you
Pump it out,
100%.
and that'll bring up your ratings. And throughout the whole show, just have her go flying right across the stage in a wheelchair the whole night. It would be a riot, I think.
Back and
Well, she
forth.
comes out in a wheelchair with every envelope just to hand it to them. Meow.
Well, I mean, I am serious. They had her in a chair toward the end of her touring years. And one of the scenes was she had these like four guys around her dancing and singing, and they put her in a white chair, with wheels, like an office chair, but white. And she's in her sequins, and they are flinging her around the stage. I'm not kidding. They were rolling her around. They were dancing around her in a circle. They were flinging her back and forth. And then, of course, like the next year or next couple of years, when she really couldn't even walk that much, they had the curtain down, and she was sitting in the director's chair. They'd bring the curtain up, and she did most of the show from the chair. God bless her. But she was still belting them out. Let me tell you. That was one of the notes. Yes, that was one of the songs. Oh, yeah, last night we had the Skipper.
Yeah, Skipper and the Right Stuff were on.
The Skipper and Marianne.
Yeah.
The
They were
Skipper
on,
and
he was doing dance
Curious
numbers.
George.
Yeah, the Right Stuff is his name, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's it. And he was
They
very
lost.
curious.
Yeah, he's curious. Yeah, maybe he'll jump on in and give us some predictions for tonight.
Oh, he'll jump on it. No question
Oh, yeah.
about it. But I think it's going to be a very big night for everybody involved, as it always is. That's a sure bet.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm, for the first time in a long time, I'm kind of excited to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing today. So now, wait a minute. It's Conan we're dealing with.
We're dealing with,
This
yes.
is finally
That we have
his,
to put
kind
up
of
with.
like his payback, but also his moment that kind of has been his for a long time coming.
Yeah. I mean, because he is in that category of a Johnny Carson. He is that good. He's different, but that good. David Letterman, the greats. And I didn't realize when I was watching this special that was all about the Oscars, and they had him on at the end. He'd hosted the talk show for 28 years. So that was nearly 30 years, which is what
Yeah.
Carson and Letterman did. So, he has a podcast, as does everybody, and it's
Right.
quite funny. And, he does. It's called Conan Needs a Friend.
How's the level of humor on there, though? Or like,
Oh, it's him. It's totally him.
so
It's
it's what we used to get from him way back when.
Yeah, but obviously, it's just.
Well,
Well, I think
he's
there's
right.
video component, but I listen to audio, so it's a different level.
Well, yeah.
But he's the same,
Still that
off the
same-
cuff, ad lib,
almost
crazy.
like gone rogue.
Yes.
But
Not-
I'm wondering how much will the Academy allow? You know what I mean? That's
Well, I think
that's up for debate, I suppose, because you have a lot of very powerful people that do call the shots, I'm sure, at the end of the day.
But you remember, actually, the power of the people is very important of these last decades,
True.
or even this last decade, because remember, everybody was white that was nominated.
Yeah.
And so one year it was like the Oscars are too white. And so they made an effort to change that up. And then, if you remember, they tried to add this crazy category of the best blockbuster, which meant nothing because in the public's eye, like the Academy Awards was like the award. It meant something. It meant you're the greatest, or you did this great achievement. It wasn't just, oh, you made a lot of money at the box office. So
Right.
that got canned. They never added that category.
Yeah.
So I think they are aware that there's a new generation, and so they've got to take the old and the new and find a happy medium.
Yeah.
I do.
Do you think the president will be in attendance?
The president of the Academy, definitely. If you're talking about the buffoon puppet on the lap there, no, he's in Mar-a-Lago. He's golfing. He's golfing. He's trying to find the eggs on the golf course to make them lower in price.
He doesn't even want to go back to California. It's so bad over there.
Oh God, he is so. There's video of him today, Trump, down there golfing. He's not walking right. He's dragging his leg.
Why?
Something is wrong. There's something obviously medically wrong with him. I mean, I think
Oh,
he
boy.
himself is like 78 or 79 now, and all he does is drink Diet Coke and eat hamburgers every day, and
Oh, no.
So yeah, he's not well. I
Oh,
don't-
great.
Remember the thing on the hand? He had a big
And then that
bruise on
means
his
we're
hand.
stuck with Musk.
Yeah. Well, we're stuck with him either way.
Oh.
But this is allegedly. There were
Allegedly.
photos a couple of days ago where he had the bruise on the hand, and they said it was from him shaking all the hands, but it's obviously from an IV. They put an IV in with the needle, and old people, they bruise very easily when you get
Yeah,
to that age.
yes, they do. Yeah, I've seen
We
that.
both know that.
Oh, yeah. I
And
know
so he obviously had some medical treatment, but he doesn't disclose anything because he's a fat ass, and he thinks he doesn't have to, he doesn't have to. What am I trying to say, B Scoop? He doesn't have to be accountable for anything. He gets away with it all.
Right. Yeah, but
Come on, Kathy Lee.
Kathy Lee.
Let's see what other pictures I have. Oh, this is a new thing I want to. I was going to send that to you. I love it, actually. I want one in blue. I want to walk around like this nutcase. Hey, everybody, here he comes, the
Hey,
nutcase
here
with
they
the
come.
giant turtleneck sweater, fucking poncho knit Looney Tunes thing. Get it on Temu, 1 penny,
Right, $1. Yeah, 1 penny.
because they make them over there
Get ya.
in China for about a half a penny or 3/4 of a penny. So they sell it for a penny and they make a profit. Let me see what
Yeah.
else I can.
How do they make any money?
Because they're not paying their workers. They're hostages.
They don't pay the tariffs.
Oh, you know what? This is another good one. Last night, I forgot Saturday Night Live was a new
I know.
episode. And there's Mike Myers. He did the opening sketch. He was Elon Musk. And I saw your tweet, I think, which is what made me go, oh, I forgot it was a live show.
Before I went off to Slumberland.
Oh, right. It was late. I didn't even put those two together that you would even be up. I saw it like probably when I got home. It was like 3 a.m. or something when I saw your tweet, or it was 2 hours later, I guess. And I thought, I didn't even think that you were up that late. That's right.
I don't even know. I was pushing my limits because I said, well, gosh darn it, it's the weekend. I'm tired of this.
Yeah.
I need to have some fun.
And here we are. Oh, Canada. Canada's not for sale. But I did watch it on Peacock when I woke up, and it was a great show. I mean, it was a good show. I don't really know this comedian, and I think he had some
Was it?
controversy. I forget his name. He's
Yeah.
right there standing next to
Oh.
Mike Meyer. But he was the host, and apparently he was hired to be a featured actor on Saturday Night Live a few years ago, but he said some racial things, and they
Oh.
fired him after one day. Now he's back to host. They always do shit like that.
Oh, yeah. They love to do that crap.
But I don't know. It wasn't a strong show, but they just did the 50th. My God, I
It's
didn't
just
even
insane.
I didn't even expect it to be another live show this week. I was sure they'd take a couple of weeks off,
No, I know.
but I
Wow.
guess they have a schedule to keep.
And what's going on in South Carolina? I see that there are wildfires. They're raging.
No, where we got to get our friend. He was in
4,200
North
acres.
Carolina.
It's wild scene.
It's a wild. You're looking at it right now. I hear something maybe in the background.
Well, where you are, or what is it? Someone's behind you, or
No, I think it's coming from your end.
what is it?
I thought it was a TV.
Oh, I don't hear anything.
Let me see.
Oh,
Can you
they've
hear
declared a state of emergency. This was about 2 hours ago. They declared a state of emergency there. Wow. South
Are
Carolina.
you looking at Twitter?
Yeah. You just type in South Carolina.
Yeah.
South Carolina.
Oh, maybe that's my voice I hear.
Boom, 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 boom. Wow, these flames are just out
This
of
just started today, huh?
Guess so. I mean, I'm just kind of looking at social. I really took a break today, so wow.
Look at this. Trump won't turn on the water in South Carolina. Remember, he claims he turned on the
Right.
water in California. Oh, this is awful. This looks like an apocalypse.
I know.
Can I turn? I'll turn on the camera.
No, Trump ordered an executive order for immediate response to South Carolina. Well, of course, there's an immediate response.
God, he doesn't even know what time it is.
What are you talking about?
Let me see if I can show this
What is it?
video.
Do you have footage? Here's something. Yeah, there it is.
That's outrageous.
Yeah, I know. What the heck?
I think I may have just
South
figured out a way to do
Let's
what.
hear all this. Maybe
Oh.
someone's tuning in.
And there's my friend
There you
Jose-
are, working out.
Jose. Can you see a great? He actually used to do live. Look at him. Great live. Look at this. They're just playing by themselves. You mother.
This is the problem.
I go from this to Jose. Can you see? He's smiling with his big chest, and everything on him is big. And there's more. Look at this. This is just today.
I don't know. Yeah, I think so.
It's 1 hour ago.
Forcing evacuations, North Carolina and South Carolina. I don't see any Republicans screeching that they should have raked their forests here, someone said. Oh, my goodness. Ah,
They should have. Yeah, they should have.
well wishes to everybody in the Carolinas.
My
like
God, this
North
is.
and South.
Oh, I'm
Holy moly.
sick to my stomach over all these things.
Terrible.
Ugh.
Where do you go, though? An evacuation where? Where do you want me to go? What do you mean?
Yeah,
Where do I
go?
What tent? Gonna burn down. Where do you want me to go?
Ah,
State of emergency. Well, they declare those state of emergencies to cut the red tape and
yeah,
get the funding out. You know.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of orange makeup that has to be applied first, yellow hair dye. I don't know if you noticed, but the red tie in the Oval Office, both on him, Orange Man, and J.D. Vance, the ties are too long. They're long. They're sitting on them.
Like the tongue of the clowns hanging out.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Behind the scenes, they're saying, we're two friggin' clowns, and they elected us.
Do you have a suit? Do you have a suit?
Did you leave it in the cab?
Did you leave it in the cab?
Remember that video of Elaine
Where's your
Stritch?
Where's your suit?
The whole Elaine. I think I bit my tongue. I forgot to bring my fucking mouth guard to it.
You can leave it in the cab.
Yeah. This is outrageous. Everyone's sharing the same video, but why did this happen?
Now, why am I just seeing it though? Because
I think it just happened within the last couple of
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
Look at it. It's playing Les Mis. It's on automatic play. Is there any way?
It's on autoplay. It's just
Elon did that to be like TikTok. Yeah, on Twitter he had them. It never used to autoplay the videos one after another.
gee, you're right. Trump does not look good, and I'm not just saying that. I mean, he just got up on a stage at Mar-a-Lago for something. 50.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I'm telling you, people have been videoing him all day
Hold
down
on.
there.
That's not Trump. That's Trump.
Send that to me. What are you looking at?
Oh, come on. God bless him. And I mean, wow. Yikes.
Yeah.
That's a lot coming from me.
And J.D. Vance is up in
And then
Vermont.
maybe they're all born. I think everyone's, you know what? Had a
I
lot
was
of-
I was thinking of running up
Doesn't
to Vermont to
For
see
what?
J.D. Vance. There's a big protest up there. He's
Oh,
up there.
really?
He's on vacation in Vermont.
Ah. Ah.
Multiple massive wildfires. I don't understand.
I
This-
don't know.
Maybe I hope people aren't doing this on purpose.
I hope not. That's what was going on over in California too. They were saying, I think it was a little bit of everything over there with all of that.
Well, yeah, a lot of that got out of control with the rumor mill, as they say.
Yeah, the rumor mill. But I mean, it wouldn't shock me if somebody, threw a match here and there, and
Here's a Black Hawk helicopter dropping water in the Carolina forest. This is wild.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is we really do have the technology to, those huge jumbo military planes that carry tanks and everything else. They're huge. Why can't we fill those with water and use them as fire planes?
What about those drones
What about those drones that are everywhere? Put some water.
doing research?
What about those pipes? We could put a pipe full of oil from Canada to Texas. No problemo.
Right. but
Water
not-
can't
not
do
one
it.
with water though.
Think about it. Putting a fucking huge pipe for oil from
Right through
Canada
the corner.
through the whole country down to Texas to the friggin' border, to the
That's
coast.
a good idea.
But that's what they do. Their pipes, all these gas lines. But for water, when we need the big water for the forest, I mean, I know there's a lot more to it than just filling a plane up, but it can be done. My point is that we haven't evolved, in the evolution of mechanics and stuff. Like we're not taking the big leaps that we used to when we first developed these technologies to begin with. I mean, that jumbo plane was a miracle that it flies. And that was thanks to what's his name there? The cuckoo guy went crazy. Herbert Hoover no, not Herbert Hoover. Lucky Lindy. No. What is his name? I think Leonardo DiCaprio did a movie about him. You know who I mean, B Scoop? Let me see.
I do.
Like Hearst or something. Was that him?
Oh yeah.
Let me look up Leo. Where's
Oh gosh.
Search the web for
I'm
Leonardo
listening
DiCaprio
also.
movie
That
where he
famous
plays the
Yeah.
airline guy. I'm searching.
Wait, did you get it?
The Aviator. But who was it based off of? Because he did two. Is that it? Howard Hughes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Howard Hughes's
Or he.
ingenuity that came up with the airplanes to fly like he was so crazy, but that's what made him good, made him think of these things.
That's how it goes.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. You know what I'll say.
It had 5 Oscar wins, that movie.
Wow. 5.
The Aviator.
I remember that movie.
Oh, that's where Leo won his Oscar.
Oh, it was?
Oh no, wait a minute, nominee. Sorry. Let's see, did it win?
Nominee? What?
Nominee.
when
It
did-
won
Oh.
cinematography. It was 2005. It won cinematography, film editing, art direction, costume design. Those were the 5. It said 5, and I'm like, oh, he won his Oscar. No, what did he win his Oscar from? Now we got to find that out. Jesus Christ.
Ah.
God, am I something. Do you know that he's only a few days younger than me? His birthday is November 11th, 1974. Mine's November 8th.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're like twins.
Oh.
Yeah, we're twins. Sorry.
Twinsies.
Twins. So let's see. Does it say here he was born in Los Angeles, in Hollywood? He's 6 foot.
Okay.
Again. What did he-
Revenant he won in.
Oh, was that the one with the bear?
I have no clue. He played the role of Hugh Glass in the movie Revenant.
Oh.
Huh.
And that's what he won for?
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
I guess.
I know.
No, I mean, was that the one? You remember the one where the bear like attacked him?
Yeah,
That was it, huh?
that must be it. Yeah. It's so funny. Maybe that bear will be presenting tonight.
I hope so. It'll.
Wouldn't that be something? Along with Will Slapya.
No.
And imagine if they brought the diddler out. And then Liza goes flying right across the stage. Kamala Harris will be there tonight.
I think so. I hope so.
They said that. It's on Twitter. She'll be in attendance.
You know, he's rumored to have a huge ego
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
and other things, but
Well, he wishes.
yeah.
Don't we all?
Oh, now it changed. 1 Oscar win. Let's see.
Yeah, it's only one. He's been nominated like 6 times, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think he was nominated for Titanic, though.
No. And he was very upset about that, actually.
Really?
He didn't go to the Oscars for a few years after that.
Ah,
Which I can't blame him. I mean, look
Yeah,
at she
that
was
was
nominated. Everybody else was nominated except him, and
Yeah.
you know, it was a
it's
global
so
hit.
interesting how that happens.
Well, I mean, it's voting. I mean, it could just have been one of those weird things where he just missed it or something to be nominated. Plus, I mean, the other thing is like Brad Pitt. They're so good looking
I know.
that people say that they have everything. They're
I
so
know.
good looking. They can have
don't need
everything in the world. Do they have to have the Oscar too? Can't the
Well-
ugly people have the Oscars?
Well, we as a society and our mindsets do that, though. Don't you agree? It's kind of like that kind of a thing.
Well, can you explain it to me a little differently?
No. I'm just saying.
You're saying
I-
we give good looking people special treatment.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. I
Right.
mean,
That's
I
just human condition. But you said, I'm just saying to you, yeah, I was kind of reiterating in some way what you were kind of saying too, but also I wasn't at the same time.
Well, let me give you an example of what's going through my head. Is that on a few different occasions, a family member of mine, whom you know, who joins us occasionally on the live, when there's a tragedy or a car accident or something, or somebody maybe passes or deletes them, gets deleted,
Yeah.
she will say, "Oh my God, they were so beautiful." And my mother would say, and I agree with this, well, would it matter if they weren't so beautiful? And my family member will say, well, yes, if it's even worse if they're beautiful. And I don't see,
Oh gosh.
yeah, I don't see life like
Let's
that.
see. That's what I'm getting. We're putting too much value on just the appearance of
Yeah, a
the
lot of
cover.
people have that knee jerk reaction. And
Yeah.
I think it's, well, I don't know, maybe immaturity, emotional immaturity.
No, that's why I'm saying I think we as humans, it's
Yeah.
interesting. It's just the human condition. Not everyone thinks that way, though. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
it
Well,
doesn't mean
people don't open
it's wrong.
their,
That's what I was trying to get at. It's not wrong that someone says, "Oh, well, I want that one because it's really pretty looking." That product. You know, like it's still not wrong. It's just falls under human condition. That's how I think.
but both men and women that are beautiful have struggled as actors to say,
Yeah.
that people just think of them for their looks rather than their talent.
Oh yeah.
And
They're hot or
yeah,
she's sexy or whatever.
yeah.
I know. I don't know. I know what you're saying because it's sort of like when they say, well, you're young. Don't worry. You have more movies ahead of you. I'm 82. I'm on my last breath. I deserve this. No, you also deserve it when you're young so you can reap the benefits of getting the stinking gold from Fort Knox.
Did they make those Oscars with Fort Knox gold? Is that what you're saying?
We might find that out when we finally go to Fort Knox.
Oh, we've got to get
In
there.
there.
We have got to get to Fort Knox.
Yeah, we got to get in there. Yeah. Great. We open the door. There's nothing. The dollar crashes immediately. Game over officially.
Oh God, I think it's going to happen anyway with this bozo.
Ah.
I do want to say something that you just reminded me of. The clip popped up on my Instagram feed that I had never seen from Saturday Night Live from the movie Titanic with Sherry O'Terry was playing the old woman. And it was so funny. I said, oh my God, I never saw this. And Sherry O'Terry liked my comment saying that I had never seen it. And it was, I think, what's her name? Who was hosting that redhead that I like? She's been in a lot of things, but anyway, she was Sherry O'Terry was playing the old woman, and she was saying exactly what you and I are saying. Oh, the Academy won't vote for me, a wrinkly, crinkly old woman, and they'll vote for you because you take your clothes off whenever the cameras start rolling. It was so funny. Oh God!
I was sad to see she didn't have more of a role in the 50th, but that's okay.
Yeah, was she in it at all?
I know she was there. I saw her on the red carpet.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people were not in the show, which
I still say it's interesting how they threw that all together because it was still kind of very like a small cast of just a select few chosen. I feel like it was almost as if whoever was in the New York area at the time, because again, don't forget, it was a lot of that Only Murders in the Building cast. That four core. You have Meryl Streep, Steve, Martin.
Yep. But I think people, they had to commit to being there at least, I think, for a week, maybe even longer to prepare for the show.
Oh, sure.
So any actor that was going to be in it had to be there for the whole week. And because they, tape some things, you know how it goes. They write certain parts for certain people. And then it comes to the rehearsal day. Plus, they had that Friday night concert. So I was listening to the David Spade and Dana Carvey podcast, and they were talking about that. That it was really a lot. It was 3 days of partying. It was the Friday night. Well, actually, Saturday was a party for them. They were rehearsing because the show was over 3 hours. So it took them all day to rehearse. And they do more sketches than we see. So they probably rehearsed for 5 hours on Saturday. So David Spade, that was like a party. And then Sunday was the live 3.5 hour show. So it was a long week. And I think they cut out a lot of stuff, obviously. They always do. But Lauren looked at it as another show, it was like two big shows. Mm-hmm. And so he always cuts a lot of stuff, and that just sort of happens,
Is it true that he was selling off some of the show that he owns? I thought I heard that.
I hadn't heard that. They didn't say that, but they did say what you and I said, that he looked, he didn't look, happy, but they said what had happened was is that he was trying to hold his emotions in,
Yeah.
that he was overwhelmed that it had been 50 years of something he created. He created that. 50 years of that. And that originally, I didn't know this, but I did say it, that the plan was he was going to announce his retirement,
Mhm.
and they decided not to do that. So it was all the emotions happening, because it's also him looking at a life lived. He's 80 now,
Yeah.
and all of the emotions. So it was him holding in the emotions that we thought he doesn't look happy, but it was also exhaustion again for an 80-year-old to put to work so hard for that 7 days prior or whatever it was. God bless him. But I do think they should maybe, if he wants to keep him on as whatever executive producer and bring somebody else in under him, I
Who
think
do you
that
think
would.
will come in? Like,
I think somebody like a Tina Fey.
I think so too.
I
I
think
think
she's
that'd be the
probably
right
number
direction,
one.
don't you?
Yeah, because she gets it. She gets it. She
Yeah.
gets him, and I think she's just the natural fit. And I'd like to see that sooner than later.
I
I
agree.
mean, Colin Jost is the head writer, but I don't know if I see him in that role
I don't
as
see
the
him in that
producer.
role. Tina Fey's really been there, and she's had some great. She's done a lot of producing. She's executive producer, and she's producer act. She's done a lot. She's been around the block.
For
I mean,
sure.
Colin only has really stuck with SNL, as far as I know. I mean, it's not like I've seen him all over the place. I mean, Tina Fey's she's worked with every major network other than I think Paramount and CBS, but I'm not even sure about that. She very well may have. I mean, for a while there, she was under contract with the Disney company,
Yeah.
because I mean, she started out with NBC Universal, then went to Disney, signed that deal, you know.
What was her deal? I don't remember. Do you know? Was it?
Movie, it's movie deals, like yeah,
She did like a Muppet movie years ago. Maybe that was part of it. That
yeah,
was.
that's Disney. She did Only Murders, that's Disney. She did Only Murders in the Building. She did a movie called, I forget the name of it. It wasn't that good. It was a kind of a thriller horror film. It wasn't that good. I mean, and her acting was pretty good. I couldn't buy it that she
Was
was.
it there was one I never saw that I wanted to see. It was like Whiskey Tango something or other.
Yeah,
She did.
yeah, she did do because it's but you know this, you know how the big three, they run everything now. It's
Oh yeah.
there's so much, only because so much has merged.
Yeah.
Because it's like you look at NBC, it's NBC, Universal, Peacock, Comcast, Xfinity. It's like
Yeah.
all in one big word. It's like NBC, Universal, Comcast, Xfinity, Peacock.
It's crazy. When you think about it, it
Yeah.
does make you crazy. They
And
own
you look at
everything.
Disney, it's like, yep, it's Disney, ABC, ABC affiliate. It's
Yeah. Fox,
Fox is
everything.
under Disney. It's wild. And then you get CBS, Paramount.
Yeah. Those studios, I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't like consolidation. I think it just makes things. That's why you get a lot of
Yeah,
very plain vanilla shows and
that's
movies
how I
because,
feel.
yeah, you don't get the interesting stuff.
No.
That's why something like a Netflix really made the game of making movies and TV different again. Now things have come around where everyone has their own streaming service and has original quote unquote productions, but Netflix really turned the light on for television and
It
movies
did. And I
again.
still say, and don't you agree with this? It's the price change that Netflix has done only to their selves, but I know they have to maintain and go with, the times and go up with pricing. I get that, I guess. But I really don't. When if you could get every household to have your product in it, you don't need to be charging $6, $8, $9, $10 a month. I mean, come on. If you
Oh
had
yeah,
every
no, I think they're
household
going
really
up in price way too fast. All of them now.
no, all of them. But that's what kind of like pewed them in the foot.
Well, are you saying they're not doing well? I'm not aware of their business.
Well, I'm not. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, as far as like Netflix. It was everyone. Oh gosh, yeah, I wish I had the Netflix. Or everybody had it though. Remember, everyone had it.
Oh, sure, it
Let's
was
just
the
put it
thing
this
to
way:
have.
every household had it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
everyone was sharing passwords
Now,
and all that.
that's right. Now, there's no more sharing of the passwords. It doesn't seem like.
Yeah,
I don't know how much they've cracked down on that, but
yeah, they're trying to. I know they're trying
yeah,
to.
they're trying to. All I know, the only reason we have it is because of the cellular plan.
Well, I was gonna say, you know, I have,
Commercials though.
but I have seen these. I actually think it popped up on Hulu the other day. You know, I travel a lot. You know that I'm in different places, but I pay for a subscription. I want to be able to watch it wherever the hell I am. And it asked me, "Am I traveling? You're not home." I'm like, "Who the are you to say where I am and what I'm doing?"
That's not good though,
Yeah, and
because it's
I mean,
tracking the
we're
IP.
paying for a product. So why the hell do they matter? You know, I guess they don't want the
That's
sharing,
like the
but
car
you know,
dealership saying, "Did you take the car out of state? Because I can sense that you're not."
oh God, that's exact. You know, they are a
Isn't
good
that a good
example.
example?
They
Yeah.
have been taking advantage for us for years. The car
Oh,
dealerships.
you're gonna drive that out of state? Oh, yeah.
It's a total scam, start to finish. It's the worst thing. You put all this money, and it's outrageous. Oh, don't get me started with
But
the
this
car
is what I'm
people.
getting at about they're gonna only be their own demise with these stupid
Yeah.
rules of
Well,
no more
what
passwords, no more leaving state.
one of the things Netflix obviously didn't take into consideration, they were very cocky. They didn't think when they were the only game in town that the studios, Peacock, NBC, and Paramount, could make their own streaming services, which of course they did because they saw the handwriting on the wall.
Yeah.
You know, it's more competition. But then they merge and they, you know, and it becomes less competition. And then Netflix kind of, I don't know if they're getting squeezed out, but you're right. I mean, there is a difference. I mean, they made a lot of crap because they had a lot of money and they spent a lot of money on a lot of crap that, you know, some stuff, when I say crap, like it looked stunning, but the script was garbage, you know, or whatever, or it looked horrible and, you know,
Yeah.
all of that. But it's, yeah, it's sort of the beginning of a new chapter. They've had the good glory run, but the others caught up to them. Let's face it. I mean, you
It's
can
just-
watch
it's
anything on
sort of
anything.
like the blockbuster effect, I guess you want, if I want to call it that. I mean, 'cause
Yeah, that's a
Blockbuster-
good example.
But again, Blockbuster didn't stay 5 steps ahead. They didn't keep forecasting 10 years out, maybe to say,
Well, that's a great example.
Maybe
That's a
we
great
should
example.
digitize.
That's exactly what happened. Netflix digitized, and the other one went bye-bye. And you know, I don't know what Netflix's future is. They'll probably get bought up by one of the studios eventually.
That's what
But I mean, like I said, it did shake things up. The price, though, the price stuff that they're all going up, and Netflix with commercials. I mean, I don't know. It seems like a bait and switch. I mean, I've been paying for years now, or I get it through T-Mobile, and they subsidize it. I don't know. I used to pay $0, and then I paid like $2, and I don't even know what I pay now, but I think it's more than $2 because they keep going up in price. But I feel like it's a benefit, you know. And I went down to the 99-cent plan for Hulu, which I don't even know how the hell I got that 99 cents a month with
Well,
the
it's
commercials.
they did it again. They do it every November. If anyone's tuning in, they do it every November. So
Yeah,
you can get Hulu for 90.
Peacock, the same thing. I think.
Commercials though, which is crazy.
Yeah. I know. I was surprised because I was very used to no commercials, but I am surprised that
Used to
I'm
them again.
used to them again. Yes.
I don't think we really should be. We're still technically paying.
Yeah. Oh no,
That's
it's
just- That's
it's
just-
it's
if I'm
insanity.
I'm paying.
Can you? But this is the whole American dream. Let's go to the big picture, B Scoop.
I know.
They have convinced us to pay them to watch their
watch
advertisements.
commercials. That's
Figure
why
that
I
one
get
out and
angry.
tell me we can't have health care in this country.
That's why I get angry because I say it all. I say, okay, I can see if I shove the antenna onto the top of the house. Okay, shove all the commercials you want in front of my face. But the point is, if I'm giving you $1 or 100, I'm technically paying.
We're paying them to watch commercials.
You.
Because they're also getting paid by the advertisers to produce the stuff, which is, again,
A lot
how
of
television was supposed to be.
A lot.
and they're wasting a lot of it, and they think we're fools, but we are fools because we're doing it. I mean, it's just like it's the again. I use the Uber as the example. Uber is a company that decided, you know what? We're not going to pay anybody. We're not going to have any cars, and if and only if somebody gets a ride, we'll give them $5, and we'll take $95. And this has been now, this is the business model. We have fooled Americans into thinking we don't have any money, we don't have enough. All the people that make no money are all going to fight amongst each other while we say, hey, let's go on the yacht. You want to go on my yacht or your yacht? Oh, let's go on Jim's yacht. You know, oh, okay, the yacht's being fixed. We'll go on this yacht. You know, really, that's where it is. It's the Uberization of this whole country. They've convinced us that that healthcare is so hard. It's so difficult to have universal healthcare. Only 32 other countries have managed to do it, but we can't. It's so difficult to even comprehend how to do it. Only 32 of the next 32 countries can do it. Does anything make any sense? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I need some water after that.
But and I agree. And isn't it sad that we even say like, "Oh, I'm used to watching the commercials again."
Yeah.
You know, it's not it's just crazy. I don't care if someone's dropping 10 cents a month. They're technically paying still.
Agreed.
10 cents, $10, I don't care what you call it. You're still paying.
Yeah. I mean, even with YouTube, I mean, YouTube's another one that's getting on my nerves because I just earlier today
Really?
saw this where I was looking up a clip for something, and to watch it in HD, which is 1080p,
Right.
they want you to pay for premium YouTube now. Now, you think I'm kidding? I'm going to jump out this window.
Come on.
1080p.
25 and there's something much better than 1080p.
Exactly. I said, what is happening now? Now we're getting real crazy because we want to see things in 4K, but of course none of us even can even see it in real 4K because we don't even have 4K fucking anything. But 1080p, they
1080.
want you to pay. I think it was $13.99 a month for YouTube Premium or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Oh, but you got to watch the advertisements. This is the thing I'm saying. I got to watch the ad on the YouTube to. I mean, I understand business models, yada yada yada,
I get it.
but it is a billion dollar.
$1 billion
Google is a billion dollar industry. YouTube, Google, the whole thing.
Right.
But YouTube alone, billion. Forget about the rest of Google. What was I going to say about YouTube? Damn it. Oh, they're becoming the number one cable, not cable, but the equivalent of cable.
Cost.
What am I trying to say? Cable subscriptions. It's like the number. It's outselling the traditional cable box.
Yeah,
YouTube has a subscription based. I think it's $80 a month. It might be more now, where you can get all the channels, right? Just like your cable box, but you don't have a box. It's just a stream. You do it on, Roku or Apple TV, whatever. And it's like becoming the number one fucking thing. It's outpacing cable. This is outrageous. But they're too expensive too now. $30 when it first started. Okay, maybe $30 a month. Maybe.
Maybe.
The
That's
convenience.
Big maybe still.
Yeah.
I don't know who has that much time in a day to watch that much content. Nobody does. I don't even care if you sit at home and eat bonbons all day.
Yeah.
There's still not enough hours.
Well, it's so funny you say that. I remember when we only had the, regular cable and the antenna TV back in the day. And my grandfather would say, there's nothing on TV on the weekends. And I thought to myself, there's only fucking 100 channels. There's nothing on. I mean, what do you... And so would you believe my father in recent weeks and months says to me, there's nothing on the weekends. I said, am I living in an alternate reality? And my aunt said, there's nothing on Sundays. Everything is on Sundays, and everything's on demand. You can watch whatever you want, whenever you want. I don't sit at the TV and go, what's on tonight? Like it's 1986. Girls just don't want to have fun. I'm thinking about making those last two turkey burgers. This is outrageous.
Oh, wow.
They're so good, though.
The Mitch McConnells.
You little Mitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there was an interesting thing I saw. Somebody I follow on the Twitter, the X.
Speaking of X, did you see Starlink's post to take over the $2.4 billion contract to overhaul air traffic control communication?
No, I did not see it. What a surprise.
Surprise.
He ruined the entire thing, and now he wants to get paid to fix it.
Well, now isn't that what somebody was saying? Maybe you were saying it. How he was going to get all the contracts from the.
Well, he's already. Oh, here's the video I just saw that you sent to me of Trump. Oh my God! See what I'm talking about?
I know. Is he okay? Really?
No, he's not. How can he be?
Listen, that doesn't look like Trump to me. That does not look like Trump. And I'm not taking a jab at him. I'm really saying.
Oh, you can jab him.
I know, but out of real concern, like that's not good.
Of course not.
That's not good. Now, granted, all right, he's been going like crazy since day one.
What do you mean? He's not doing anything. He doesn't do anything. Going
and then
crazy.
Behind him, which was interesting. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Elon.
Yeah. I am convinced. No one can tell me otherwise.
Elon is really running things.
Him and these lobbyists. That's what we're really up against. Never mind Trump. I'm not worried about Trump. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good. Not good at all.
No, it's not. Unless Trump's aware of it and he's going to overthrow them all. But I don't know how you're going to overthrow the lobbyists and the oligarchs.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to think of like what the benefit would be. I mean, he's out to steal all he can as well. So, if there's a bunch of people robbing us, why should he get in on it? You know what I mean?
I agree with you, and I think that's what's really going on. And I don't care what side they're on.
Please, he was just selling cryptocurrency before he took office.
Can't do that. And then
I mean, it's just outrageous.
Musk is doing business deals. Look at him with Starlink now. Isn't that interesting? The FAA's gone to Kaputska. Let me come in with Starlink and fix it. Well, wasn't that convenient?
Isn't that convenient? And you know what? When you said Starlink, I had seen earlier that all these South American companies canceled their contracts with Starlink because of Elon Musk. So this is interesting. So they lost a lot of money. I forget what the number was, but it was, because I think South America was going to use it as their, internet.
What would shake things up? If people were really fed up with just everything in general, they'd go into their cellular store and cancel their whole plan. Imagine.
Say it again.
Imagine if a mass drove of people decided that's it. I'm cutting. I'm not going to go with any of the cell phone carriers.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Well, how could we do that though? This is the thing. It's like,
of course. Right.
How could
how?
A lot of people have been calling for like national protests and national strikes, but it's like.
But see, they know this. They know you're not going to go in and cancel that cell phone.
Well, but everything is connected. My point is like, where do you go? Who do you go with?
What do you do then?
They all end up with the same company, so they go. These people think they're going to not use AT&T, but they're going to use this one. Well, we own that too.
AT&T owns that. It's just like these prepays. Again, you've got the three major cell phone companies now, right? It's like the networks.
Oh dear
it's
God.
all controlled.
I'm just looking at the White House Twitter account.
Archives.
No, I'm not. Remember that? That was a great discussion. The White House.
I'm glad that discussion came up because I was not aware of that because I've never looked at the archives.
Yeah.
I said, who wants to look at dusty old papers anyway? But I can see why one would.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the White House Twitter account. They're saying the Bill of Rights was written in English. And of course,
Yeah.
English is not native language of the United States. And at the time in Pennsylvania, somebody says that
It was gibberish.
they wrote in Pennsylvania, they spoke German at the time. And in New York, they spoke Dutch. And France, as everyone knows, owned a lot of the Louisiana. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. They don't know history, B Scoop. This is why I'm always saying to people, do you know the history? They think America was born, I guess, from Jesus' asshole. I don't know where it came from.
Right.
But apparently, Jesus birthed America right here. And English was here, and the Constitution appeared from the stones. I don't know. And everyone's American and pure blood and white, very white. Nothing makes sense. These people don't have a clue of history of what has happened. That when the people came from other parts of Europe, they all spoke different languages. French, German, Dutch were here before English.
You mean the
Or at the same time. I mean,
immigrants came through? Oh,
why are they so dense, obtuse, dim-witted, dull, boring, lame? Everything. They're awful people. I'm an American. I want to be masculine like my forefathers and put on a wig, makeup, and tights. What?
what? And we're worried about those people hiding out in the bathrooms now.
Can you imagine? I had a family member say to me about somebody else who was young gay at that time.
Are
Well,
they
his father's not going to allow him to, I don't know what it was, color his hair or color, put on, it was a he.
Did the
And put on, I don't know.
Because you got to say, I think the word Tina.
No, nothing like that.
Ah.
It was just they wanted to wear a certain,
All right.
I don't know if it was makeup or something. And I was
cares?
just so
Let them.
surprised. But I was so surprised that we're still talking like that. Like,
I
again,
know.
B Scoop. Look at our masculine founding fathers tiptoeing through the tulips in their stockings and their shoes with bows on them. I gotta eat something else. I'm exhausted. What else is in here? She left tuna for me to make. Maybe I should make
Oh,
that.
that's nice, huh?
Well, she makes it with
Well, so
Well,
what do
her-
you think for are you gonna go eat or?
I don't know. What do you think? Have we caused enough trouble today? It's 5 o'clock. When does
No,
everything
going on
start?
5
Soon.
o'clock. Yeah, I know. We got to get ready for the show, but we could do another live too.
Oh yeah, you know I'm up for anything. Have you eaten?
No, I haven't.
Oh, well, you're probably hungry.
Yeah, let's do that then and come back.
All right, because you know what? How long
I
have we
can
gone
download.
now? I was just going to say that. It's going to take a bit to download and send
It's
over.
over an hour at least.
Oh, jeez, is it?
It's got to be.
I don't know. It's got to be. Okay, good. We'll wrap it up there. We'll see you on the Oscars, folks, or a little bit later.
Right before.
Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba.
Ba-ba.